Good evening, family. Once again, we are here. We are going to be talking about Usher and Alicia. Wrong or right? You are rocking with Twist Sense, but that's what I do. Kind of late, but we're going to get it in. As you can see, this is what we're going to be talking about right here. I'm going to give my thoughts, but I kind of want to focus on a few other people's thoughts. People got to say.
Gentlemen, citizen YouTube pastor out here. Listen,
Fair
I don't want people
use.
to get it wrong. When I'm talking about that whoremonger Usher and that 304 Alicia Keys and that soft sorry simp, somebody named what's his name, Swift. I don't know what his name is, whatever name it is.
With beats.
Her alleged so-called husband. I'm using them as an example to teach and preach a message of what's happening with society. You see, not only myself, but you can see the majority of the melanated community condemn that garbage and that mess of that satanic ritual. But it's not about Usher and Alicia 304 Keys and Swift, whatever the hell his name. I don't even know if I got his
Swiss
name right.
Beats, Pastor
Whatever the hell
Cal.
his
Swiss
name is, right?
Beats.
It's not about that. What it's about is someone getting out on this social media and putting out the truth about what they're trying to do with our society. They're trying to cram Satan's agenda down our throats and our children's throats. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If you have children, and I thank the Father that I don't have any children in my house that's old enough to comprehend and understand nothing, because my son was playing with Play-Doh, and the other one was eating breast milk. So they don't know. But you got to start asking yourself a question. Why would you let your children sit and watch that Super Bowl halftime show? You know, young girls, young boys, anytime they're watching it, spirits are going off into them.
Now I want to stop right there and just say he do have a point. Not only do he have a point, it's just scripture. You can't let kids, and not just kids, but grown adults, just listen to any and everything because a lot of these shows, a lot of the things that we listen to, a lot of things that we look at are channeling spirits, you know. And so I do agree with him on that. You got to watch. You got to make sure yourself. Excuse me. You got to make sure yourself that your house is in order. You can't watch everything. You can't look at everything. You can't go everywhere. Now he's talking to the church world. Keep in mind.
Because they're getting ideas that the
Ideas.
sanctity of marriage is not all of that.
Exactly.
I'm serious. This thing is deeper than what meets the eye. This thing is corrupt to the core because it's telling men, look, it's okay for you to be that player. I'm a true player. That's what they're saying. In other words, it's okay for you to violate another man's property, another man's house, and to go into his wife and commit adultery. That's fine.
And I listen, you gotta if it's right, it's right. There are men who feel as though, hey, it ain't my fault, that's your wife. You know what I'm saying? And so when men feel like that, they're gonna act on that, especially if a wife, basically you saw, even though they were performing, you saw a married woman allow, even in performing, she allowed another man to actually, what I'm saying, touch her in ways that, well, she shouldn't be touched, even in performing. Now, that's just my opinion.
They also preaching and teaching that it's okay for a woman to be an adulteress and another man to go into you. And they're saying that that's fine. And they're also saying that it's fine for a simp ass a man who ain't worth a nickel's worth of rat's ass to actually co-sign and agree with it, that's fine. They're trying to change the whole entire culture, and they're reprogramming society to accept lewdness, debauchery, licentiousness, whoredoms, fornications, adulteries. I mean, you name it. Next is gonna be bestiality. It's coming.
And listen, like we can't act like we don't see this. We can't act like we don't hear it. We can't act like we're not a part of it. And it's getting to the point where, and once again, he's talking to the church world. It's getting to the point where either you're going to say something or you're the part of the problem. But let him finish.
I'm serious. And people don't understand that that's the message. I'm telling you right now that you, as fathers and mothers, if you can look at that TV and not see what the hell is going on, I can understand that they may have saw it this time. You should have next time. Oh, if you're gonna watch the game, hey, if you choose to watch the game, like I said, the game was mostly watching me. But I can tell you one damn thing: if you're gonna watch that game, nobody should be watching that halftime show, because this is just what they was doing was past triple X or rated XXXX. And I'm telling you, man. So
Now you gotta understand what he's saying, family. He's basically saying to the church world, once again, he's saying, listen, you should have a problem watching, even in performing, you should have a problem watching a married woman allow a man hold and touch her like Usher was touching a married man's wife.
everybody who thought that they had something, considering what's morality and stuff, it's all gone. It's all gone. And you know what's amazing? That nobody actually thinks, because they're living in the here and now, that one day judgment is going to come. One day you're going to answer, all of us, to the Most High, y'all, the Creator, whether you believe in him or not. I don't care if you serving Satan. I don't care if you worship Satan, worshiping Rosicrucian. I don't care if you worship whoever you worship stuff. You all are going to meet the Most High. Every single one of it. And I know y'all don't want to hear that. And you know the sports area always want to condemn anybody who mentions Jesus Christ. Y'all going to meet him, but many of y'all are going to meet him as judge, because many of y'all are going to go to a living, burning hell, because they're after the children. And you probably got some of your wicked ass children say, oh, it was the halftime show was really on. It was.
And I'm gonna stop right there because I agree, family. They are after the children. I mean, just look. In California, you got laws that state that a parent cannot intervene or interfere in a sex change that his or her, um, that the parents are against. And that if you try to talk your son, your daughter out of a sex change, they're saying in California that's wrong. And CPS can come in and take your kids. Let's listen.
It was on, what they call it. It was on fire. That's how they said today. You don't even know what the hell on fire is. I'll tell you, boy, I'll tell you, here straightway, we're in a spiritual reset. And I'm doing it too. And boy, I got a lot to set in order. So I might as well get ready for this attrition rate, because it's coming. But I know one damn thing, we ain't selling out. We ain't selling out at all. Man, it is sad that y'all can't see what Satan is doing. All right.
I gotta agree, family. It's sad that we can't see. We should, and once again, he's talking to the church. He's saying we can't see. We should be able to see, but for whatever reason, we can't see. You know what I'm saying? What they're doing to try and get to our kids, our youth. They want men. Let me remove this. They want our women to be whores. They don't want our men to be whoremongers. They want our boys to be girls. They want our girls to be boys. So I mean, at the end of the day, every man, every woman that really believe in the truth, every man and every woman that really believe in, hold on, let me read this. My man Tor Wade JP, I would tell Dow that halftime show was no worse than you trying to marry out those teenage girls against their will. Those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones because your past can easily be exposed. Well, I mean, true, my bro. I don't understand or know a lot about that. I just kind of, focus on, that this particular topic, which is, uh, the halftime show. Now, I understand that they're performers. I'm not really worried about, what I'm saying, what they do. But what he's saying is you do have a lot of religious, so-called religious church people who watch the halftime show. And what type of image is it portraying that a married woman, once again, we're talking about a married woman, even in performing, at what point do you continue to perform and you're a married woman? At what point do you cause see, the show could have been just as good as it was, in my opinion, even without Usher doing the hugging and doing the all of that. You know what I'm saying? That didn't make the show. But I get it, it's performing. I get it. So it's just something to think about, family. But family, like I said, I just wanted to get on real quick. I'm gonna get on more and more if I can. It's kind of late. I got so much to do. But hey, don't forget, go to www.twitword.com and pick up some of our gear and some of our skincare, family. Till next time, y'all take it easy and we're out.